Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Walt Disney Studios here at Disneyland Paris, Disney's #1 worst rated theme park ever. If you guys look online, you will see Walt Disney Studios Park having the worst reviews of any Disney theme park out there. So we're gonna head on inside today and check it out for ourselves and see if those reviews are valid. We've been told constantly that this is only a half-day park because there's so few things to do. So let's not waste any time, guys. Let's head on inside, check it out for ourselves. And I know I touched on this yesterday, but I want to give another huge shout out to the horticulture department here at Disneyland Paris. I love the flowers. I love how colorful it is. You can see some more all the way down there, all throughout this main, like, not really an esplanade, but you know what I mean, this main entrance area between both parks. It is super vibrant and I love it all. I will say it is really cool to stand outside of this park and hear Marvel music being played because there is an Avengers Campus here inside Walt Disney Studios. I'm excited to check it out. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, inside Walt Disney Studios Park. Take a look at this fountain over here. That's really nice. The water's looking really nasty. Like, that's looking really nasty, but the fountain's still really nice. Also, I praised the horticulture team earlier. This isn't one of those times. This is looking really rough. Oh God. So as some of you guys may already know, Walt Disney Studios is going through a major, and I mean major redo of basically the entire park. Normally, we would be walking through this soundstage looking building over here. There's an entire indoor section of the park here that is themed around Hollywood, and it's got a bunch of facades, it's got a couple restaurants and shops. That is being closed down, and if I recall correctly, this whole building is either being demolished or the entire inside is being redone. Either way, the main entrance of the park is a hot mess right now. Everybody is having to go this way down and around this building through a side entrance. But I want to show you guys the concept art for what the park is going to eventually look like in the future, at least the front half of the park, because we still have a lot more in this area that we do need to cover as well that is currently under construction. Once you get inside the park, you're going to have a new main thoroughfare area that's going to lead to a bunch of different attractions. We have Toy Story Land over here that is currently existing, but we have a couple of park areas that are going to be new. We have a new Tangled attraction that's going to be new. We have what I believe is going to be a restaurant over here, and we're going to have an entire lagoon back here that's going to be surrounded by a couple of brand new lands. One of which being Arendelle. It's going to look very similar to the land that just opened in Hong Kong Disneyland, though not exactly the same. So we can see all the signs over here that say entrance this way. Let's go ahead on inside. So here's the problem that we're running into right now. This park is so ridiculously small and has so few attractions that the few popular attractions that they have are seeing extended wait times that we didn't see at all at Disneyland Park yesterday. So we have Tower of Terror at a 40-minute wait. We have Spider-Man Web Slingers at 35. The Rock and Roller Coaster, which was converted into an Iron Man ride, is only a 5-minute wait, which isn't bad. But take a look at that. Crush's Coaster, that is a 70-minute wait right now. And we have Ratatouille at a 35-minute wait. And then we have the coaster attraction in Toy Story Land at a 35-minute wait as well. That's it. We've basically seen the entirety of this park. We have this, comes down over here. This is the entrance where I'm at, and we have Avengers Campus. That's pretty much it. This park is flippin' tiny. I like how on the side of the Walt Disney Studios building, they have a rotating billboard with a couple of the attractions that you can find at this park. It was just Toy Story Land earlier. Now it's Ratatouille. We're gonna be probably doing that one first. And they also have Tower of Terror. So yeah, all of this used to be backstage. Also, this is the water tower right here. I love how close we can get to it. But all of this used to be backstage. And now we're all having to walk around the corner over here and head on inside. This is so weird, so bizarre. I mean, I completely understand why they're doing it, and they have no choice but to do it like this, but it's still very interesting to me. And take a look at this, guys. I'm sure a lot of you Californians out there are missing this view. Now, I'm not sure if this is intentional or not, but I love how the buildings over here in the foreground match perfectly with the Tower of Terror in the background. But take a look at all this, guys. Construction walls everywhere. Holy moly. And I'm sure we're gonna be seeing a lot more. As soon as you walk inside the main part of the park over here, we have some signage directing you where to go for different activities. But just like, look at that. It is construction walls galore all the way down there. We have more construction walls over here going back down that way. This is what guests are seeing as they're walking into the park. And again, it's not the worst thing in the world because I know that what's coming is going to be epic. They are doing a full transformation of the park right now. It's just that in its current condition, it ain't looking too good. So yeah, here is a current look at the state of the park. This is it. The main entrance over here, that's where we walked in. All of this is construction walls over here. I don't even think the animation celebration is actually a thing right now because all of that is behind construction walls, but we're gonna be making our way back here past Crush's Coaster and heading on over to Ratatouille first. We have even more construction walls over here. They are restricting access to the Aladdin attraction that was back there. I do believe that that was the flying carpets, very similar to what we have over at the Magic Kingdom. I don't know if they're actually like getting rid of this or if they're just doing a refurb on it. Over here we have Crush's Coaster. This is an indoor free spin roller coaster. This is something that I personally won't be experiencing. Number one, because I know for 100% certainty that I don't fit on it. Number two, it's a free spin and I don't do free spins. Guardians of the Galaxy being a control spin, I can do that. Free spins, not so much. Mom, can we go to California to visit Cars Land? We have Cars Land at home, sweetie. This is the Cars Land at home. This is it. This is their one Cars themed attraction. It's a demolition derby. Coming around the corner over here, we have a couple more themed buildings. I do think that this is actually the entrance to the attraction that we were just at. I don't even know what it's called, but we also have tow maters over here. You can see Luigi's Cassadella tires. Definitely everything is on a much smaller scale than what we have in California. Over here, we have the entrance to Toy Story Playland, and I do believe there's supposed to be a Buzz statue over here that is behind construction walls, which is rather unfortunate, but we're gonna keep coming down over here, and this is where we're gonna find Ratatouille. Oh my goodness, take a look at this. I found some Belgian waffles. Oh, those look and smell amazing. Also, what the heck is this? So actually pretty similar to what we saw at Disneyland yesterday, we actually have a series of food booths, each serving different items. And here we are, guys. Take a look at that. The OG Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Except over here at Disneyland Paris, it's actually just called Ratatouille. Why couldn't we have just named it that at Disney World? Why does everything have to be an adventure? And over here we have Bistro Chez Remy, which is a Ratatouille themed restaurant that is attached to the actual ride itself. I really want to see if we can eat here. We've been unable to secure any reservations, but let's see if we can do a walk-up or something. Okay, scratch that. It actually opens at 11:30 and it's just past 11 o'clock right now. Let's go ahead and do Ratatouille. There is a single rider line for that, and it says it's only a 5-minute wait right now, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's head on inside the single rider line. Does the attraction at Florida have a single rider line? I don't know. I would assume so, maybe. I think this is actually gonna be just a straight up walk-on. Oh yeah, this is a walk-on. Here's the station. That's awesome. Something I just realized, this is not in 3D. Holy moly. Whoa!
Chef Remy is waiting for you. This way. Here's the Remy. Des invités pour le dîner.
Yes, but here. Hein? Pour le repas idéal. Coq au vin? Non. A simple omelet? Too simple.
Voilà.
Mais oui, that's it.
What are you doing?
Que manigancez-vous?
Out of my way!
Oh, it smells really good. He's waving at us. So cute.
Oui, ma chérie!
And now this is where the ride differs because we actually exit in Bistro Chez Remy. Look at that. Oh my gosh, the restaurant's right there. Whoa, oh God. That is so cool. See, they couldn't be bothered to do this at Epcot. They would have made a killing off of this restaurant. Take a look at the inside. I know it looks like a screen, but I promise you it's just glass that I'm behind right now. This looks incredible. Again, I really hope that we get the opportunity to eat here today, if not possibly tomorrow. But oh my gosh, this is amazing. So this is a fun little detail. Right now, all the tiles and grout are big, but then it miraculously goes back to a normal size because we're back to being human again. I guess the more correct way to say it is we're human size again. We were always humans. Did we get turned into rats? I don't know. It's a good question. So we heard that if you're here, as soon as they open and you ask to be put on a walk-up list, that people have had success in the past. So we'll try it today. Okay, success. I was able to get the reservation. I was there as soon as the doors opened, and what they ended up doing was someone came out with an iPad and they ended up separating people who had a reservation and people who didn't have a reservation, and they lined us up in order. So I was able to give them my party size, and I told them that I was wanting to come back a little bit later at like 1 o'clock because we have a premiere access pass for Tower of Terror right now. And she said that's actually totally fine. 1 o'clock is perfect. So she got my information down, put it all in an iPad, and printed out this piece of paper that I'm going to be bringing in later. So that's awesome. We're going to be able to experience the restaurant today. All right, time to head on inside and relive the glory days of California's Tower of Terror. It's so weird not seeing a big golden statue here in the middle. Heading right on inside. Wow. It has been a minute. It's actually been a minute since I've ridden the one in Florida too. So it's quite nice to see this. Also, a lot of the attractions here have this, and it is not fat people friendly. You gotta squeeze your way in. I like the lightning effects outside as well. It vibrates.
Hollywood, 1939. Amid the glitz and the glitter of a bustling young movie town at the height of its golden age, the Hollywood Tower Hotel was a star in its own right, a beacon for the show business elite. Now, something is about to happen that will change all that. On an evening very much like the one we have just witnessed.
All right, we're about to experience Tower of Terror here at Walt Disney Studios Park. I'm not allowed to film on the attraction, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera away, and I'll let you know how it was afterwards. Okay, so who was going to tell me that Tower of Terror over here in Disneyland Paris was significantly more terrifying than whatever was in California? They upped the thrill factor, they upped the horror factor. That was legitimately terrifying. It's so different. It is so different. The emphasis that they had on the little girl ghost and her saying, "Don't scream, it'll make it worse." And you see her multiple times, you go through different show scenes. It's completely different than what was in California. I was not expecting it. I had no idea going into it that it was different. I was expecting, the same old song and dance that we had in California. But that was wild. That was so much fun. So crazy, so terrifying. I don't know if I'm gonna get the picture, but here it is over here if I did. That was fun. Don't miss this. So my cousin is actually modeling the photo that we got. Her boyfriend ended up buying a print and got the frame. Take a look at that. All four of us. That is incredible. So we have made it inside Bistro Chez Remy. This is the main waiting area. Take a look at all the stuff on the wall over here. That is so cool. They have the Anyone Can Cookbook over here as well. Uh-oh, we have Anton Ego over there. This is so nice. Nice little waiting area. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. This is so cute. Oh, and we're in a little booth.
Enjoy.
Missy. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the menu for Bistro Chez Remy. Okay, so this is a prefix menu. You can choose from either the Remy menu, which is 40, or a meal, which is 55. You can see the differences right there. Over here, we have our starters. You can go ahead and pause to take a look, because I'm actually reading as well for the very first time. Let's move down to our main courses. These are the different options that you can choose. And we, of course, have our desserts. On the next page over here, we have the Little Chef menu. I assume that this is the kids menu, which is also prefix. You can choose from one of the starters over here. You can also see the main courses as well. And further on down here, we have desserts. And down here, we have a more healthy menu, which is the Disney check. Ooh, it looks like you can get a birthday cake as well. Celebrate your birthday with us. Don't forget to order your birthday dessert before a meal. Interesting, it serves up to 8 people. Nice. Okay, so we went ahead and got some water for the table. This is what it comes out in. They just give you a little wine glass like this. The camera does not want to focus on the water. There you go. It comes out in a little wine glass like this. It's really nice. Okay, so my drink has arrived. I asked for a Fuse Peach Tea. I'm actually just trying this right now for the first time. I don't even know if I like it, but we're gonna try it. And I also apologized to my waitress ahead of time, and I said, this is a very American question, but can I get a cup of ice? And she said, yep, no problem. Okay, so here is one of the appetizer options over here at Bistro Chez Remy. This is the split pea soup. It was labeled as soup of the day. Okay, my appetizer has arrived. This is the duck with thyme flour and pistachio pate en croûte with fig jam. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this for the first time. Normally, I don't try food on camera for you guys, but we're in a foreign country. This is very unique food. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. That's actually really tasty. The duck is cooked very well. Even though it's all served cold, the duck is cooked really well. It's also seasoned really well as well. I haven't tried the jam yet. This is really tasty. I like it. All right, our entrees have arrived. I have a couple things to show you. This is what I got. This is the grilled steak with ratatouille and french fries. Something important to know is that the steak only comes in rare or medium. I got medium, other folks got rare, so I'll be reporting back on that. Over here, we have the roast cod with ratatouille and crushed potatoes with Isigny AOP Beurre Blanc sauce. Okay, in case you guys are curious, this is what the rare looks like. That thing is still mooing. What the heck? Okay, thank God I didn't order rare. Like, I like a good medium rare, but that is too rare. Thank you, Jeremiah. And this right here is something that you can get off of the kids menu. This is the chicken option. Comes in a tiny little plate with some potatoes and some spinach and ratatouille. Meanwhile, this is the medium steak over here. This, for me, is perfect. And also, I tried a piece, and the steak is actually really good. The fries don't come with, like, any salt or anything, but they do taste a lot better than the fries I had yesterday at the Hyperion Grill. All right, I take back what I said. They do have salt on them. I just grabbed a couple that didn't have any. Okay, this meal was so good. I give everything here about a 9 out of 10. The steak was seasoned really well. It was cooked perfectly. The fries were incredible, and the ratatouille was pretty tasty as well, not gonna lie. All in all, I really enjoyed it. Dessert is next. All right, my dessert has arrived. This is the chocolate cake with custard. This actually looks really good. It's not a huge portion, you know, it's a perfect dessert size. I can't wait to try this. And Mom, what did you get?
An eclair.
An eclair? That actually looks really interesting as well. I like the design on the chocolate too. It's cute. Oh, it looks like a mouse. It's got the nose and the whiskers and everything. That is cute. All right, color me surprised. This is actually a lava cake. Oh my gosh, it is ooey gooey on the inside. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited. Okay, yeah, that was delicious. Oh my God, that was incredible. Okay, so on our way out, I saw one of the high chairs. Look at the little rat that's on it. The little rat that waves at you at the end of the ride. That is so stinking cute. I think my favorite thing are these little stools. They're giant corks. This is the cutest little thing right here. I love this. Okay, so we just got done with Bistro Chez Remy, and I gotta say, that is my new favorite Disney restaurant ever. Like, ever. The atmosphere was incredible. The small little details in there were so freaking cute, making us feel like we were the size of a rat with the way that the tables looked and the seats and everything. And oh my gosh, that high chair was incredible. It was so cute. Everything was awesome. The food was great too. The food was honestly really great. I would rate the food about a 9 out of 10, but with the whole overall experience, it's a 10 out of 10, guys. Definitely make the time to come here. Speaking of time, this restaurant is a time commitment. It took us 2 hours to go through the whole service. So just make sure you're aware of that. They do have a bit of a gap between appetizer, entree, and dessert. So yeah, all in all, I absolutely loved it. Make some time for it. I know it can seem very difficult to get a reservation ahead of time. It was very difficult for us to get a reservation, but we got here as soon as they opened up at 11:30. We were the second one in line, and they were able to fit us in absolutely no problem at all. Okay, in order to get to our next attraction, we need to walk through this tunnel, which goes from Parisian streets to a blue barrel. Take a look at this, guys. We are heading on into Toy Story Land, and we're walking through a barrel for the monkeys. That's incredible. I love it. And this is quite an entrance to the land too. Holy cow. You can see the welcome sign with the barrel of monkeys all linked together, and we have the RC Racer coaster attraction thing. I don't know what this is. Technically it's a coaster because it's on rails, and I think it, you know, goes on its own freely. But yeah, this is really cool. I don't know if I'm actually gonna ride this. I don't know. I don't know if I would get sick going forward and backwards like that. Take a look at this Rex photo op over here. This is so cute. It's got Rex down there. You can stand on the little dominoes. Oh my God, the ride vehicle is actually the RC car. That is so cool. Oh God. Wow. See, I don't know if this would make me sick, but this is awesome. Oh, it only goes up there a couple times. Yeah, and then it comes back into the station. Huh. Maybe. We'll see. It is currently a 30-minute wait right now with a 25-minute single rider. Maybe later, maybe later. We'll see if we can come back to it. I'm not gonna be heartbroken if I don't ride it today. Oh my God, take a look at this, guys. What is this? This is the Slinky Dog ride. That is so cute. I love this. It's like a more plussed up, Disney-fied version of what you would find at like a carnival or a fair. They can't exactly fit a Slinky Dog coaster here, but you know what? They got the next best thing. This is so cute. Ah, okay, this is called Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin, and the entrance is made out of Lincoln Logs. So Toy Story Land wasn't the main reason why I walked through the barrel over there. I wanted to come further down this way to the very back of the park to ride the attraction with the lowest wait time here. And it's something very special to us Floridians. Over here at the back of the park, we are met with a lot more construction walls and some active construction on the expansion of this park. And here we are, guys. This is what we came all the way to the very back of the park for, Cars Road Trip. Let me explain what this is. So, do these trams look familiar to you guys at all? Even remotely? Oh my God, I cannot believe I'm about to ride this. So this attraction is actually a reskin of their Backlot Studio Tour. They used to have a Backlot Tour here at Walt Disney Studios, and they have since closed it down and rethemed it to a Cars-themed attraction. They're reusing the same trams and everything, and I cannot believe I'm about to get on this. I heard this ride is absolutely garbage, but it does have something really special that I'm excited to check out once again after many, many years of not having it at Florida. Yeah, squeeze. Okay.
Bonjour tout le monde, je m'appelle Sally et je serai votre guide pour vous faire découvrir la route 66 en compagnie de mon amie Rose Ramirez. Thanks Sally, I'm so excited to check out Route 66 with you. I'm ready to meet it, read it, and defeat it. Hola Cruz.
Salut Sally. Hey, salut Cruz. Admirez la plus grosse écrou de rue du monde. Ciao. Yes! A wagon after this and big. I must be dreaming. Pinch me, Gwyneth.
Okay.
Les amis, il n'y a qu'un mot pour décrire cet écrou.
Hey Sally, what were all those crazy things built along Route 66? Les attractions au bord de la route ont été construites pour divertir les voyageurs. Le garage fantôme. Oh, the ghost garage. Copper Canyon traffic maze. I've been there. Wow, tu as réussi à sortir du labyrinthe. It was amazing. Je suis irrésistiblement attirée par la vieille mine de ma petite.
Don't drive in there unless your bumper's on good and tight.
Et pour finir, le canyon de catastrophe.
We're driving into Catastrophe Canyon.
Oui, une merveille, tout ce qu'il y a de
Catastrophe
moins naturel,
Canyon,
c'est
oh my
pour
gosh.
toutes les 5 minutes.
What? The canyon has an aftershock every few minutes?
Oui,
That's awesome.
Nous allons marquer un court arrêt dans le canyon. Veuillez rester assis et garder les mains et les bras à l'intérieur du tram.
Oh my god, there's no way. Catastrophe Canyon lives on here in Paris. I cannot believe this. Wow.
seulement en apparence.
Woo. We shaking. I don't know what's happening. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Ooh, that's hot. Whoa! There it is. Oh, it's so good to, oh God! Wow! Woo, I'm getting nice and wet. Oh, my poor camera. That was incredible. Oh, that felt so good. Wow. It has been so long. Such a long time. I miss this. I miss that a lot. That was great.
J'espère que vous appréciez mon hommage à la ville.
Never thought I'd hear Mater speak French. Oh, take a look at that, an Eiffel Tower. That's cute. Wow, that was literally it. That's it. You go on this thing just for Catastrophe Canyon. Wow, it's a good thing it's not a long wait. So because this thing is a straight up walk on, as we were pulling up, I looked at the cast member and I did this, and he asked me, he confirmed, and he said, yeah, sure, go ahead. So we're getting a re-ride. I missed Catastrophe Canyon so flippin' much. You guys have no idea. We lost it a while ago at Hollywood Studios when we had the backlot tour, and they had something very similar here, but then they overhauled it for just cars. But that was incredible. I'm so happy I got to do that again. And now I'm about to do it again. I know some people in Paris might take this for granted, but as a Floridian who loves the backlot tour so much, I'll take it. This was incredible. Okay, so as someone from Florida who hasn't experienced Catastrophe Canyon in such a long time, that was 100% worth it. Would I wait any more than about 10 minutes for it though? Probably not, but still very well worth your time if you're looking for a dose of nostalgia. Okay, so here's the current plan right now. Mickey and the Magician, which is apparently the most popular show here, starts in about 20 minutes. I tried to get a priority pass for it, but they're already sold out until some of the later showings in the day. So we're gonna walk over there, see if we can get a spot so I can watch it once. My family, they left the park to go to Disneyland Park to go see the Lion King show because they're not gonna be here tomorrow. I am. So we're probably gonna see Mickey and the Magician again later tonight. So I'll have multiple angles of the show to show you guys. Am I expecting to get a good spot right now? No, not necessarily, but we're gonna give it a try. All right, here we are at the Animagique Theater. We are about to see Mickey and the Magician. Okay, so I was just informed that you're actually not allowed to film the show. So I don't know what I'm gonna be able to show you guys, if anything. I might find some B-roll footage to put in later, but nothing I can do. I'm gonna put the camera away, I'm gonna enjoy the show, and I will give you my thoughts after. So Mickey and the Magician was actually a very cute show, and as the show progressed, I kept feeling more and more like I was on a Disney cruise. And then it finally hit me. This show is almost verbatim the exact same storyline and show structure as the show Disney Dreams on board the Magic and the Wonder. All in all, I had a lot of fun with it. The magic and illusions that were performed in the show were done really well, the costumes were great, and the set design was fantastic as well. All in all, this show is a definite must-do. Okay, we're going from one show all the way across the park to the other. We need to see Alice and the Queen of Hearts on the opposite side of the park. But to do that, we need to walk through Avengers Campus. So over here at Disneyland Paris, they do have a Pim's Test Kitchen. However, it is actually a sit-down buffet style restaurant. It is not a quick service, which is actually kind of bizarre. And then over here on the opposite side, we have Web Slingers, which is the same exact ride that they have at Disneyland over in California at DCA. So we might experience this a little bit later on if we have time, but for the time being, we are just making our way down. Ooh, take a look at this. We have Thor and Loki out and about. I wonder what they're doing.
Qui n'a pas peur? Who amongst you is brave and strong? Quel est ton nom? Saris. Je m'appelle Thor, fils du dernier roi d'Asgard. Enchanté, Gary. Dis-moi, de quel coin des 9 royaumes viens-tu? Ah, du royaume de Paris. Malheureusement, je connais très peu les habitants du royaume de Paris. Et je voudrais savoir une chose sur ces habitants. Est-ce qu'ils sont tous aussi courageux et valeureux que toi? Oui, j'en ai sûr. Non, mais toi tu l'es. Excellent, mon frère. Ce candidat me plaît, je t'en prie. Choisis le tien.
I am Loki of Asgard. And who amongst you is also burdened with glorious purpose? You. What's your name? Well, Chloe, that doesn't instill much fear. Let's call you... Skelmir.
Non, j'aimais bien Chloé, moi.
Now, I wish I had more time to check that out. It's actually pretty cool to hear Thor and Loki speaking French, but we are continuing on. Behind me is actually the roller coaster Avengers Flight Force, which is a reskin of the Rock and Roller Coaster that they had over here. We're going to be riding that a little bit later. Well, this is a very random quick service restaurant. Was this built for Avengers Campus? Or was this already here? Because it's called the Super Diner. That's very random and very interesting. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We made it to Theater of the Stars. Let's head on inside and check out Alice and the Queen of Hearts, Back to Wonderland. This is giving me Descendants vibes, if I'm being completely honest with you, and I'm here for it. What's crazy is that this show actually takes place in the old Lights Motors Action Theater. I'm so sad that I missed this show over here. They closed it down actually not too long ago. If we would have been here a little bit sooner, I could have relived that show all over again. But it's fine. Going inside the theater is actually quite awesome. Oh, wow. This is super interesting. Look at this. Wow, here's an up-close look at the stage. We actually come in from ground level. This is going to be so interesting. Oh, my gosh. I cannot wait to check this out, actually. Because I heard it's a mix of, like, BMX and like Descendants almost.
Hello. It seems that somehow you strayed and lost your way. Well, have a seat. On my side, I'll go back to sleep.
I have a feeling I'm about to watch something that's pretty weird. If you look closely at the facade over here, you can see some nods to the animated feature of Alice in Wonderland. That is super interesting. I love this take on it.
Are you feeling great today? Are you feeling great today? It's time! It's tea time! Vous êtes déjà là? Came down the rabbit hole. C'est moi, votre chatouiller préféré. Extraordinary tea, you never show what you're about to find. Welcome to Wonderland, where the magic comes to sound. Here in Wonderland, where the magic comes alive. Everything you see is not what it seems to be. Here in Wonderland, welcome to Wonderland. Welcome to Wonderland. A very merry birthday to me, to you, to me. C'est votre nouvel anniversaire aujourd'hui. We don't have time for this. He is parfaitement à l'heure, comme la grande aiguille des minutes.
Not again, c'est pas vrai.
Bonjour Alice.
It's you, the Mad Hatter?
Nul autre que lui, très cher.
Mais
vous voilà de retour au pays des merveilles.
I'm back in Wonderland. But how?
Oh, la question n'est pas comment, mais pourquoi? Why, Alice? That is the question.
Okay, so I actually really enjoyed Alice and the Queen of Hearts. I've heard online that Paris locals aren't exactly a big fan of this show, mostly because they replaced Lights, Motors, Action, which from what I can tell was pretty well liked over here in Paris, so I can kind of see that viewpoint. But as someone who hasn't been in the Lights, Motors, Action theater in quite a while, just being in that space brought back a lot of memories, and all in all, I enjoyed the show. It's very different, it is a little bizarre, and pretty unique, but it was a lot of fun. Definitely worth your time for something different. All right, guys, it is time to take a spin on Avengers Assemble Flight Force. And best of all, it's only a 10-minute wait. Okay, so this is basically a reskin of the Rock and Roller Coaster attraction that used to be here at Walt Disney Studios. And based off of the videos that I saw, the entirety of the internet is pretty much in agreement that this is a terrible retheme, but we are here to write it for ourselves, and I will give my fair and honest opinion afterwards. It's basically the same exact track layout as the Rock and Roller Coaster that's in Florida as well, so I'm excited to ride. So this is the legitimate entrance to Flight Force, and it says, what? There it is. It's only a 5-minute wait.
Allez, je veux un rapport sur les missiles. Chaque fois que je regarde, il y en a plus que la fois d'avant. Connecte-moi à Avengers.
Connecting to Captain Marvel. Busy, sir. What can I do for you?
Vous comptez faire quelque chose, ou bien on commence à se chercher de nouvelles planètes?
We want to get those missiles. That's my plan.
Oh my gosh, take a look at that. They have the ride right here. You can actually, like in the queue, you're right next to the ride. Oh my god.
Allez, on avance. Occupez toutes les places disponibles. On n'a plus beaucoup de temps. Analyse des panneaux escamotables. Recalibrage des sous-systèmes.
Are you ready?
Si je suis prêt, c'est à moi ou à eux que vous parlez?
We've got a situation. As you know, Kree warheads are headed our way, and we need your help.
Ne vous inquiétez pas. J'ai créé un transpondeur qui va tromper le système de guidage des missiles et faire en sorte d'être pris pour cible. Ces transpondeurs sont chargés dans les véhicules hypersoniques de la Flight Force. Votre mission, piloter ces véhicules et détourner les missiles de la Terre.
Right. You'll be joining us on the mission. Tony's built a transponder that the missile's targeting system will lock onto. He's loaded the transponders into his hypersonic vehicles. So you'll fly the hypersonics and draw the missiles away from the planet. That's when Heavy Metal and I can do our thing.
Warheads need to be stopped. Our Avengers have complete. Pull down on the shoulder restraint until it locks in place, and then listen for flight specialist safety instructions. Keep your head against the headrest and remain seated.
Okay, I've been pretty positive with Disneyland Paris and Walt Disney Studios Park. What the hell was that? That is the laziest retheme I have ever seen in my entire life. They turned off all the lights, they took out all the crazy sets that they had for Rock and Roller Coaster that was here. They just put a bunch of stars everywhere, and they put a couple of lazy screens. Lazy screens. Like, the screens don't even blend well with the environment. You just see a random square in the darkness with something projected on it. And a couple of, like, long ones where you have something that travels along the car with you. That was terrible. That is so bad. Oh my god, no wonder why this thing is a walk-on, basically. That was horrible. Like, the theming is cool in the queue, and I understand the story setup, but that is so lazy. That is terrible. If you're a fan of Rock and Roller Coaster in Florida and you're looking for something completely different with the same layout, then sure, go on it. If it's only a 5 or 10 minute wait, then go for it. But anything else, nah, just pass. All right, final show of the night is gonna be Stitch Live. This is basically Turtle Talk with Crush, but with Stitch. And throughout the day, they have multiple shows in either English or in French. And right now, we're heading on into the English version. So that was actually a really cute show. Unfortunately, they were very adamant about no pictures or video inside the show, so I couldn't show you any of it, but it was really cute. So shows like that rely on audience interaction, but unfortunately, 90% of the people in the room didn't speak English at all, even though it was an English version of the show. But what few people did speak English, they actually got to participate in some of the kids, and it was actually quite cute and enjoyable. If you're a fan of Stitch, then you're definitely gonna have a lot of fun with this. We're in line for Spider-Man Web Slingers. It says it's a 20-minute wait, but the queue is actually quite empty, at least on the outside. I don't know what we're gonna see around this corner over here. Oh yeah, still quite empty. And we found the rest of the line. Honestly, if the queue is indoors, not bad.
We hope you all have a great time on your visit to the Worldwide Engineering Brigade Open House. Nous vous souhaitons une excellente visite durant cette journée portes ouvertes de la Web Engineering Brigade. Et voici notre chef de projet, Peter Parker.
Comment ça va? Je suis Peter Parker. Ici chez Web, on a accès à une super technologie, comme le vibranium du Wakanda ou ce fluide extraterrestre dément. On a les particules de Pym et StarTech. Ça nous permet de développer des trucs incroyables, comme ces petits speederboats par exemple. Regardez, c'est super, ils peuvent même se dupliquer tout seuls.
Se dupliquer tout seul?
Parce qu'ils sont pas croyables.
Gotta get our glasses. Woohoo!
C'est le mot juste. Je savais que tu serais d'accord.
Je suis vraiment content de vous voir.
Alright, go, go, go! So I ended up just now making my first souvenir purchase of this whole trip. And I kind of like it. I saw so many people walking around with these little Spider-Bot shoulder plushes, and I decided I had to get one. I've never seen these at DCA, so I think that this is a very worthy purchase. It doesn't say Disneyland Paris, but I like it. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to finally make our way to the very front of the park. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's gonna do it from us here at Walt Disney Studios for our first visit ever. Is it the worst Disney park? Yes, unfortunately it is. However, that does not mean it is a horrible park. We actually had a lot of fun, and there are quite a few things to do here if you're doing all the rides and all the shows and eating at a sit-down restaurant. We made the most out of our time here. The park is actually closed now. The park opened at 9:30 and we got here about an hour and a half later, and it is now closed, so we had an all-in-all fantastic day here at Walt Disney Studios. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching today's video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and of course subscribe if you are new around here and you want to see more content like this in the future. We have one more day here at Disneyland Paris, and we're going to be spending the entirety of that day over at Disneyland Paris proper. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, and I'll see you guys in the next video.